Hello and welcome. This video explains Microsoft Office Word. It shows some of the fundamentals and more important functions and features to get you started. First, of course, you must have Microsoft Office already installed. If you do that, then you click on the Start button. If you already have it, scroll down until you find Microsoft Office. Now, what I'm going to show you works either on Microsoft Office 2010, 2016, 2019, and including Office 365. The principles and functions are very similar in many respects. I'm going to scroll down until I find Microsoft Word. I'm going to right click, select More, and then open File Location. The reason I'm going to do that is so that I can have, or rather create, a desktop shortcut. Right click, Send To, and now I have my shortcut. Right? I'm going to close this out. I'm going to double click Microsoft Office Word. It is going to open up, and most of them will open up either this way, where you're going to have a blank document, or you can click on File and you have the New, and here are the different templates available with Microsoft. These are some of them. You can also get more. Like, for example, if you want to create a business card, you can follow this template. If you want to create an award certificate, you can do that. If you want to create a newsletter, I'm going to start with a blank document. I'm going to click Create, and now I have a blank document. Now in the lower right corner, I can make this document a little bit larger because it looks pretty small right now. It's at 55%. I'm going to zoom in by pressing the plus sign like this, plus, or you can drag this back and forth. I'm going to make it a little bit larger. And now by default, it takes me into the Calibri type of font. This right here is what they call the ribbon. Now the ribbon is divided into multiple categories. The default one, when you click on Home, shows you that you're in normal mode. So I'm going to type in a few things. My name is James, and I live in New York, like that, right? Now by default I'm in normal mode, so it's going to double space this. I'm going to make it a little bit larger too. It double spaces it. So I'm going to highlight the two lines, and I'm going to select no spacing. I can manipulate the words, the letters, and so forth. Like, for example, if I highlight the My word, I can make it, select Algeria as the type of font, and I can make it 36. So it makes it large. I can select the word James like this, and I'm going to select maybe elephant as being the font type, and then I'm going to make it 36. I can also make it bold, italics, and underline. I have all of these options. I can even select the color of the word itself. See, by default it's in black, but I can make it green. I can select the word New York like this, two words at a time, and I can make it in red. And again, I can resize the font size. You have these options under Home. If you want to insert, I'm going to kind of click here and press a few times. That way I have a few lines. I'm going to click Insert, and most people will insert either tables, which you can do. I'm going to insert a table, and now you have a table. Press Enter again. I can also go back to Insert, and I can insert a blank page. So I have page 1 and page 2. See that? I can also insert a picture, right? I'm going to click right here, insert a picture, and you can go and search for the picture anywhere in your computer. I want to select this one that says pug. I like pugs. I hope you do too. I'm going to, every time I add a picture to my document, I'm going to right click it and choose this option to wrap text, and then I'll select tight. That way I can move this picture anywhere within the document. It has all of these resizing handles. So you can resize the size of the picture. You can even click right here and make it like that. I can click on this. See, these are the picture tools, by the way. Once I click on the picture, it gives me all of these picture tools, which I can select. I can make it like this. I can even have borders to it. Borders maybe like that, or maybe I kind of like that one like that, right? I want to change it once more, put it upright like this, as it should be. And again, you can move that picture anywhere you want. You can also insert, by the way, clip art. So I'm going to select the word smile. I typed in smile right here. I'm going to click go, and now I can select one of these smiley faces. Yeah, this one right here, I can put it, click it like that. And by the way, when it shows up on your document, it may be too large. You can always get the handles in. You can make them small if it's too large for you. Remember, right click it, wrap text, and then tight, and that way I can take this this picture and move it all over the place. Right? You have all of these different functions you can work with. The page layout means, I'm going to get out, by the way, I'm going to get out of this. Instead of clicking on the picture, I'm going to click on the document itself. Go right here where it says page layout. And let's say I want to have page, well, let's start right here. The margins, I can change the margins to narrow. See, moves gives me more of the space in the document to type things. I can change the orientation from portrait to landscape, so the document changes. I can select a page color. See, let's say I want to have this one kind of green like that. You can do that. The borders itself, I'm going to highlight maybe this option, and I can do this to the whole document, to the section or the first page. I'm going to leave it as the whole document, and I have an entire document that is, I close this out, that has the page has borders, as you can see. Another thing I can do, by the way, is that I can go to references, right? And if I'm working on a document like a term paper for school or something to that extent, I can change the style that I'm using. APA, maybe MLA or Chicago style. All of these are some of depending on the version you have, like Office 365 has more options to these and more updated too. But it doesn't really matter at this point. Do understand that if you're working with and doing citations and you have to have a formatted type of paper, well, you have options right here that can help you work with that. Okay? Another thing is another category in the ribbon is mailing. If you have an envelope that you want to create, you click on envelopes, a little window pops up, and now you can say, I want to send a letter to my friend Maria, Gomez like this. And then this is from James. And of course, Maria Gomez, you got to put the street that she lives at, right? 123 Elm Street, and so forth. And of course, you have to have a printer. You have to have the envelope, and this shows you what it's going to look like and how to feed the envelope. And then you just click print, and now you have a nice envelope that you can send a letter to Maria. And there's the review option. If you have questions in terms of words, like the word live, right? I'm going to highlight the word live. I'm going to click thesaurus right here, and it gives me all kinds of similar wordings or related words to the word live, like living, animate, alive. Those are adjectives that you have. Adverbs, on the air. You have all of these adverbs too. Exist, survive, they all have to do. I guess I could survive in New York, huh? That's another thing you could do. If you're doing a term paper and you need to know how many words, let's say you have 500 word count paper that you have to do, well, the word count will tell you how many words you already have, including how many pages you've completed. Right? So right now it says that I have 2 paragraphs. Right? I have 25 lines that I've used, and I've only used 9 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's what that is. Right? You can also click on the view option, and the view option will allow you to do many things, like you can change to outline. That's what the outline looks like. You can close that. Now, once you're done with the document, you can always save the document. Actually, before I do that, you can highlight words like the word New York, right? And you can select to copy that, go to a different line, and you can right click and paste. So there you have, right click and paste. Can do that. You can also highlight it, of course, and you can press the delete key and it'll be gone. Well, what do you do next? The last thing you basically can do is to save your document. You click on File, you click Save As, and the reason you click the word Save As is because you're going to give it a new name. And you can say My First Document. Oh my goodness, let's see, I had it in caps lock. Let me type it again. My First Document. And then I can save that in different types of formats. I'm going to leave it in this format that I currently have, and I can select where I want to save this. I'm going to save it into pictures. I'll click save, and now when I go to pictures, I will have inside pictures, I will find and have that picture there. There's the pug that we looked at in my first document, which I can always open up. So this was a quick and short introduction to Microsoft Office, the different features and functions, the ones that you'd be using the most. If you like my video, please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.